All right. When you give the signal. Hello and welcome to Heroes and Generals Devstream, live from Copenhagen. This is episode number 47, like Agent 47. Make a joke about Hitman, please. And I'm Rito Gargamel. With me is Rito Red Bjarne, the game director.
Hello.
And today we will, because it's forbidden to chew on chips while we have a microphone. So, serious business. We have just started the testing phase for the new update, which is called Young. After this guy here, we are going to show on the screen right now. General Angus Young of AC/DC. Now it's named after this guy, Gordon Russell Young, Brigadier General of the U.S. Army. And so this is the next update we're going to be unleashing on the servers. I'll just go back to the screen there. And in this update, we have a bunch of new exciting features. We will start by showing one that's ready right now, because we're testing things and a lot of stuff is still buggy. So what we're going to show now is one of the features that is kind of ready to be shown. It's something people have been asking about forever. It's the anti-spawn camping feature.
Spawn protection.
Spawn protection. And I guess we'll start by, I'll jump right in and show what it is. Yeah. And I loaded up a skirmish. Thing is, it's going to be only for the skirmish maps at first.
Yeah, we implemented the most simple solution, and obviously, as you all know, that the assault game mode is a bit more complicated than the skirmish ones. It has different directions on the capture points and on the control point and stuff like that. So it's a bit more complicated to make this kind of measurements on that game mode. But we thought that because it's finished on the skirmish modes, and so we just release it right away. Yeah. And it's also the spawn camping is more
something that people do in the skirmish.
In the skirmish, and it's just prolonged. It's something that hurts the skirmish missions a lot more than the assault missions. It will eventually make its way into the assault missions as well. We just thought that it was good to get it out there.
Yeah, actually, we want to see how it works out on the live servers, and then get some data and some feedback from you, so we can later implement it on the assault missions. But the principle should be roughly the same. So if we can show the game, yes. So access point still looks the same. Actually, that's the thing, we want to make the access points look like that eventually, right? On the assault missions too.
We are going through a process now where we sort of align all the gameplay mechanics or the rules, so they was a bit simpler but also easier to explain, because we do have some trouble with especially the assault game mode. It's very hard for especially new players to understand, and there is also a lot of quirky rules in there. So I'd like to streamline it a little bit more.
So what happens now when I spawn at the access point? I will be It's hard to see here, but I'm invisible, and I'm invisible in a different way than before. I'm actually a ghost. I can see through my own. You can see here. I can see through my own hand. Yeah, I don't know if it's easy to see with
the game mode, but also if other players see you, you will be invisible. Or you will go.
Actually, you can see, and there you go. Until you get out of the protected area, which is the protected area is a kind of bubble around.
Yeah, it's the spawn area.
The spawn area
where you sort of like, it's a safe zone. So once you're in that zone, after you spawn, you will always be safe until you either walk out of the zone or you shoot with your gun. That means also that if somebody is trying to fire, for example, high explosives into the spawn area.
But that's the next thing I wanted to show you. You're invincible.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just off myself and come back again. So if I spawn here, so behind the house here, and it goes a lot a long way towards the outside of the outer edge of the map. If I can't even look at the map because it's transparent. But when you see somebody else on your team, you're going to see them running around as ghosts. But if the enemy comes close, I mean,
the enemies can't see you.
The enemies can't see you.
Enemies don't see anything at all.
And that's a cool thing. Like the vehicles here, ghost bicycle and a ghost truck, they only become visible once you
drive out of the zone.
You drive out of the zone, and this is.
Or if you fire your gun, now it's become.
I'll do it again.
Yeah. Just try and show the the firing of the gun and making, because once you've stepped out of the safe zone and become visible, you can still go back and pick up transports that are still invisible. You just turn them.
We'll show that in a second. So
sorry if I'm
inside, no, that's fine. If I'm inside the zone, suppose there was enemies coming to spawn camp, I can totally just pick them out, and you get basically one bullet before you become visible. So if you start fighting,
you will go all the way up to the and just headshot them straight away if you want to do that.
But I mean, anyway, I'll show also what happens when you're the enemy and you try to get close to the. And the fun thing is basically you can see your side's ghost vehicles. So that bicycle is a ghost to the enemy, but to me, it's available. And if I get on, then it becomes visible. So if I'm visible, it's kind of hard to say fast. If I am visible and I go towards a ghost vehicle, if I grab it, if I get inside, then it becomes visible. Unless it's an invisible Jeep with invisible friends, then I can't get it.
You will not be able to annoy your friends by making them visible by jumping into the truck, or like show their position by just sitting in mid-air in an invisible vehicle. So that's the only special rule that is here.
I guess I should try to grab a Jeep if I can, or a motorcycle if I have one. Don't I? I forgot to set that.
One thing is it won't stop recon camping as soon as they're out of the zone pop.
Yeah.
Yes, it will. Because you don't know where the zone is pretty.
The zone is big.
The zone is big.
I'm gonna try driving around. So like if I go down that hill, I'm still in the protected area.
That was Music Man 11, I think, came up with that. Music. Stop scrolling, chat. Music Manco 1. The thing is, the exit areas for the spawn zone are pretty big, so you don't really know where people are coming out of the zone.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some places, for example, the road that is more obvious and other positions, but at least you wouldn't be able to just sit and spam a particular area, because and once you if you've done it once, the next person player who spawns will know where you are, and then you'll be hopefully just killed. So obviously it's not 100% perfect, but 99 maybe. Well, we'll have to see.
Well, that's why we're rolling it out, isn't it? But so if I'm coming towards the enemy's spawn area, and then as soon as I get to where they're spawning. So what does that mean? It means go towards the light.
Yeah. Don't go towards the light.
Yeah, because if you actually don't go towards the light, because you're gonna die. Because look at me, I'm not holding any weapons.
Yeah,
I'm completely useless because that's so
I'm
you
confused. I want to give up.
And it says
I surrender.
Yeah, it says
surrender.
Even you get the message.
Don't kill me.
Return to the combat area. So if you're in here, you're a sitting duck, you can't use your weapons. It even tells you have no business being here. And you can't see the enemy. They can come up from behind you. Same thing. If you're... Suppose you're here and you're going, I'm going to just stand here and and spam grenades. I mean, your grenades won't hit anybody who's still a ghost.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's...
Grosnak here is asking, will the invisibility only apply to infantry or tanks too?
Well, I guess it's... How much time have we spent on this yet?
Just go on, it's fine.
10 minutes? Because I wanted to kind of make it last a little bit.
Oh, okay, I think that's okay.
I'll spawn the tank. I'll show it. So, what happens when...
There's some questions on this as well. Yeah, but it's just...
I'll spot a big one.
Oh,
so there you go. Yeah.
It works for...
A big transparent Pershing. It's kind of nice though. So same thing, you get to drive away. You get to drive away quite a long way actually.
Yeah, it's important that obviously the spawn zone can't be too big, can't cover the whole level, but it's big enough to make it hard to sort of like pick out the exit points.
We'll probably be adjusting it also.
Probably, yeah. This is new, but
oh, whoops. So here I hit the edge of the map. Actually, I'm trying to kind of going the wrong way. So I think if I pass more or less where the house is, then there you go. Then I become visible.
Yeah. There's a Pitbull 1973 is also asking, do these spawn changes affect spawning on friendly vehicles, APC, tanks, etc. as well, or do those remain unchanged?
If you, unfortunately we would have wanted to show it with multiple players, but we were afraid to crash this because right now this is still on the test server. And oh, you see what happens when I get out of the tank. This is one of the things we're testing.
Oh, nice!
I'm teleporting. So if you spawn on a friendly vehicle, if the vehicle just freshly spawned and is still invisible, then you're also invisible. You're kind of spawning the same way as you would normally.
I guess as one way to become visible would be to start firing the support gun or something. So there will probably be some annoyance about random players just firing the gun.
Yeah, that's. No, we didn't.
But we'll have to look into that. Maybe we should lock the support gun until you exit the area or something like that. That might be necessary.
Yeah, but so like for example, if I leave this one here, and then I die. Oh yeah, wait, I can't. That's funny. You can't die when you're invincible.
No suicide.
Logically.
Oh shit.
So now if I go back and I try to get inside. Wait. Can't I? Oh no, that's funny. I thought I could get inside that vehicle, but that vehicle is still in limbo, so you can't. Yeah. Okay, so I can't show it really. But but it would be the same as this. Basically, you're just joining a friend's vehicle, and.
Yes, Grosnag is asking here: is the reticule in the Canon view also transparent?
Let's go and find out. No, wait, that's not the right thing. Yeah, there we go. Let's try it right away. So if I'm in the Canon, no.
We'll try to fire.
No change.
Yep. Then you became.
Yeah, but the reticle is still.
Oh yeah. But still.
Still look the same. No,
was it useless? It's not. Obviously, I don't think I completely understand the question though.
He says basically like, can you use the cannon to aim at something? Yeah. Yes, you can.
Obviously, yeah. It's the same way as the.
Yeah, actually, I'll do it with the scoped rifle also. Yeah. Same thing, same principle. The only thing that it's really your character as the others see it. That's transparent. I mean, when you look at your own hands, you're looking at. Actually, it's. I don't want to say something that's not exactly true. Like here, no, the reticle is a little bit.
Is it transparent?
It's a little bit ghosty,
I just couldn't see from
but not on the. It's not on the. Greyhound.
It's hard to see on the thin lines though.
It makes
the way the transparency is drawn is used in dithering and not transparency because then it's the whole. We don't have any clipping issues or anything. So you will on low resolution monitors see little holes instead of. Just a transparent surface, but if you have a somewhat decent resolution on your monitor, you'll just see a transparent.
Because it's pixelated, basically. It's
cheap way of making transparency, but it also makes sure that there's no conflict with C buffering or anything.
It makes sense. I think it looks really kind of the way you would expect something. To be transparent and not like those weird like you say like the clipping I see what you mean. It would look kind of like a bizarre X-ray otherwise. So what else is there to say about that? I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting the point here. I think
it would be nice if we were able to actually show 2 players, so we can show the thing where you cannot enter an occupied if you have stepped out of the area.
Actually, you could try joining the test server and joining this mission, but it's going to take a while for you to be able to do it.
Yeah, probably going to update and stuff.
Exactly. So we'll try to do it next time if we can. But we might want to talk about how it is with. Actually, if we can hide the game for a while, thanks. I'll load up a different map so we can show the how it's gonna be with. I can't get out of the mission without joining it again, do I? Like this doesn't kick me out of the mission, right? No. Okay, so we'll have to wait a little bit. Well, maybe we'll just talk about in the assault missions.
Yeah.
The idea would be to make the access point something that is kind of like the access point in the skirmish maps, right?
Yeah.
As in the access point would be a place that you can't enter if you're the enemy.
We're thinking of actually either moving them, as they are now, and it's also they will become a spawn zone in an access zone, or replacing the current ones. So we haven't really decided that yet. It would obviously cut one piece of all the attack lines if we do that, but it would sort of like unify the rule set a bit more. So
I have to kind of wait for the 2 minutes to expire
so
if I want to show another map.
Need to talk about tell one of your famous jokes.
Famous jokes.
There's 2 seconds left.
There's no, seriously.
They think we are all in black today because we are unveiling the Panther tank.
Wait, what? Sorry.
It's just they just
we're hiding the Panther. Well,
I've seen it. I have seen it. It's in there somewhere.
But I guess we shouldn't get into the stuff that isn't yet confirmed.
Yeah.
Because we have been teasing a few things recently, but
we're always teasing stuff.
Yeah.
So it's it's our business to do that stuff.
Yep. All right. I just want to. Good. Excellent. I'm going to join another map in a second. No, but like this one. This one is good.
They're just dying because they can't see what we can see on the screen. New stuff.
There is quite a lot of but I can't say anything. It's horrible. I'm gonna take advantage of the rights on the lane. All right.
How do I switch?
So I'm in the village skirmish now.
Should I cut?
Yeah, you can cut to the village. I might want to actually show it in daytime. That's not a. Okay, this guy. There we go. So just to show how it behaves also in the village. Similar behavior. I think this protection extends all the way to like the top here. Yeah, so you're also invisible here. So if there's a camper in the
I think the trick is that you shouldn't be able to sit inside the camping the spawn zone and like snipers that use it to get the first kill for free. We need to look into possible like situations where you can actually shoot out of the zone completely in cover or protected. Sitting on top of the hill, being invisible would give you quite an advantage.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Because I mean, on the other hand, the top of the hill is also where. What just happened? I hurt myself, and there was this. Yeah, that's another thing. I guess we might as well mention that briefly. If I shoot at the ground, there's all these on-screen effects that are currently also being tweaked, right? We're
always tweaking stuff.
So they already look kind of cool. So that's another thing that's coming in young. And so when you get hurt, also there's this blood spatter effect. I'm just gonna try again to go to the enemy. Oh yeah, and the water works too. Nice. It's like wearing goggles. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's
also,
really
it's some. I expect a lot of people say, "Oh, this is not a camera. I'm looking through my eyes," and all this bullshit that they usually say. This effect. Sorry, guys.
It's like, your argument is invalid.
No, but this is we would like to see this add this effect to sort of like give the feeling of being disrupted in some way in your gameplay. If same way if a grenade hits close to you and you get the camera shakes and stuff like that, so you get thrown out of your balance for a second or two, which makes suppressive fire much more efficient. So that's kind of like the thinking behind it, and obviously it's a nice way to do it is to put effects on just on the whole screen.
Yeah, try again with the. If I give myself the what's the ID for that thing? 62, isn't it? Yes. So if that's kind of cool. If I shoot at the ground, I get all this dirt in my eyes.
There's Hania 102 asks, what happens if you get hit by a vehicle driving over you while invisible, friendly or not?
You're still immortal, aren't you?
Nothing. So you'll just drive through you.
But you get pushed? No, you get pushed.
I think it's just, isn't it? Just.
That's something we would have wanted to try with.
Yeah. But
so,
will the splatter effect work against enemies?
That's the idea.
Yeah. Obviously, if you shoot in the ground towards an enemy, obviously he will get right. Am I wrong here? Yeah. It works. So it's.
So, I'm gonna go to the spawn area, and there you go. As soon as I can still. I know I shouldn't be focusing on that, but it's so funny. It's like, but this is happening because you're tweaking. I'm talking to the camera guy here, who's the animator. You've been tweaking the animation for when you enter and exit vehicles, right? You want it to be.
Yes and no. I think it's Andreas, the game programmer. He's trying out stuff. So, but this will probably not going in the build because we need to refine it. So we're probably back to the popping from the vehicle to the. Yeah, it looks quite crazy. So,
but it's funny.
But it's work in progress. Don't worry.
But so again, I can't sit here. And this is usually, well, you see, like, okay, so maybe here you could sit and camp, but then again...
It's such a wide area.
It's such a wide area.
Once you're spotted, you're easy to kill.
Yeah.
So...
That's the thing, you're already easy to kill when you come and camp. Yeah. The way these areas are built is just that people who aren't used to it, they don't necessarily know where to look for you, but...
Yeah, but it's our first adjustment to try and fix the spawn camping problems that skirmish the game actually have. So we hope it'll be reducing a lot of it, but obviously, as with anything else we do, we'll be monitoring how it works and correcting and tweaking if necessary.
I just realized I don't have the option to. Can we? Maybe hide the game again. Yes, thank you. I'll try joining another battle with a different character. Somebody told a funny joke outside.
Wow.
I don't know if you can hear that. So I guess we can move on to the...
Grosnek is asking again, does the splatter Dirt Water also work with tank cannons? And if so, does the cannon shells have larger radius when the splatter takes effect? Maybe our animator can answer that question. Somewhat.
I guess we could wait. Not yet. Just gonna. Yeah. Okay. I'll set up for the next mission after we talk about this here. If you want to full screen that,
yeah,
please.
What? Whoa!
There's so there's this thing that we found, and also that's something that we've been announcing for a while. The folding stock version of the M1A1. Well, actually, it's called the M1A1 folding stock carbine. Notice the difference here. Equipment points 4, and that means tankers can use it.
No, it just means that it's fills up less than the M1 and the M2.
But tankers can't use the other
and that's just a different thing. That the tankers can use this as well, and the paratroopers obviously. So it's a paratrooper/tanker weapon.
Yep. And so otherwise it has the same stats as the semi-auto version. Which
we might it's not finished. We're not finished tweaking it yet. It might be a slightly more precision on it because of the folding stock. But that's generally mostly the same weapon as the M1. Obviously, it gives you room for more equipment when you carry this one instead of the M1. We chose to keep the M1 in the game, so it's still there.
I guess we could show you unlock it with the parachute ribbon, level 6 if you're a paratrooper, and with armor damage level 9 if you're a tanker.
Yes, sir.
And I guess if we can minimize that for a second, I'll go and set up for the next. I guess I'll show the other skirmish map.
Serum buttlock shot is what?
The
Russian and Germans get an equivalent for the M1A1.
Are they?
No, not at the moment.
Not the equivalent.
They'll probably get something else, but we're done with all this equivalent stuff.
Yeah, no, there's no such thing as equivalent.
We'll just get stuff at it as it gets done. I think we learned our lessons with the.
It's called sarcasm.
With the M2 Sturmgewehr and the ABS, that if we introduce something that has a more disruptive effect, we would probably need to do it one thing for every faction. But we would like to get into the habit of just releasing stuff once it's ready. So you will experience that there might not be equal things for equal factions with each release. And that's just how we roll.
So I guess I could show it with the tanker.
M1, M2. I'm being corrected here. Not M2. M1, M2. The field modified version of the M1.
Because the M2 is different.
Yes, that's the factory. That's the production version of the full auto M1.
Okay. So I guess we can show the game now. It's I'm back in. Scooting around in my E3 Lee. And so again, now I'm on the hill skirmish. To give you a complete tour of the skirmish maps. So if I get off here and start using the, I'm gonna do this so we can see. There we go.
They're waiting for Goliath. Oh, yeah.
What's Goliath?
That's the tracked mine.
Oh yeah, Goliath. That's true. We talked about it last time. I just forgot that was its little name. So it's a semi-auto, just like the basic version. Looks really cool. Are people asking the question that we kind of expect them
no
to
questions.
ask?
No questions.
No questions whatsoever.
Nope.
So they're not asking why can't I fold the stock? No, I was just wondering. That was the first thing that came to my mind. Was like, can we decide to fold it or not?
We actually tried a few different things with the folding stock. We first of all we tried to find videos of people firing it with the stock folded, and I think we only found one with some guy that it looked extremely imprecise with the folded stock on it. And then when Colin started to animate it, he realized the hands of our guys are actually slightly bigger than normal hands, and it just looks ridiculous that he couldn't really hold it properly. So we ended with the obvious solution. Obviously, the stock is unfolded, so it will only be in the equipment screen that it will be folded up, just to illustrate that it takes up less equipment points.
But otherwise, it's pretty much it's just as good as the other one, right?
Oh, they're asking, can we get scopes from the M1A1?
That's another thing, right? Because it's for tankers and paratroopers.
Right now we do not have scopes for the M1A1. We figured that there should be a slight difference between the M1 and the M1A1. So the old M1 can still have scopes, but this one can't. So, nope.
And,
there's one other here. Is CM Boxer. He's asking, since the Kübelwagen was produced by VW, does that mean that it gets more exhaust gases now?
That's awesome.
We can ask our animator guy if you're going to add some more smoke to it.
Impossible.
So, I guess I'll start running around again in first person. We kind of ran through our material quite fast.
Wow! So we already
faster than you. Yeah, we'll take some questions, I guess, because
there's some battle vision stuff also.
That's from last week.
This is
we showed the winners last week of the bat, but we might as well mention that there's still a.
Do we have some shout out to some of our Twitchers this time around as well?
I think
actually
we can, I guess, shout out to whoever you've been watching.
Yeah, I've actually been watching TPD DK from the 5th Panzer Division. And then I actually stumbled up across this crazy Aussie guy. What is his name? See if I can find him in this.
Was that the guy you've been? Somebody shared a very funny video in the mail this morning.
No. That was actually pretty funny. Splixen was trying to give the guy a voucher that he could put in his stream, but he was so new in doing the Twitch stuff that he just completely messed it up. That was super funny to watch. And then he was actually trolled by some guy that kept spamming fake codes in his chat, which was also crazy. Let me see here. Who am I following? Where is he? Aussie X Thunder. Aussie X Thunder. X Thunder. Go check him out. There's also Fisken, but I think we talked about him last time. There's a few Danish Twitchers here as well that you should check out.
I guess we could put in their names and.
Yeah, I think we should. It's actually pretty funny to watch them play.
Robotron is talking to you. I guess if you tell him the names of the guys, you can write them down in the chat windows so that people can look them up.
No, this is just some.
I'm doing complete.
Are there any thoughts about adding smoke grenades? Yeah, the smoke grenades are still. Later is still looking into the an optimized version of the particle system, so we can have some smoke at some point, hopefully. Maybe with these with the new system with the dithering, that's a fast way of drawing transparency. It might be possible. I don't know, something like that. Kisatron saying repeat spawn camper nerf stuff. Sutf stuff. What does that mean? Repeat it. He needs to repeat. We need to repeat something.
Repeat
spawn camper nerf
spawn
stuff.
camper nerf stuff. Oh, as in he just came in. We'll be putting this uploading all this episode on YouTube later.
Yeah.
So if you missed the demonstration, I guess I could just go back since.
If a landmine is placed in the invisible mode, will you run over that mine? Will you die?
Nope, because you're invincible.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to demonstrate that. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? I'm going to go back to... Actually, you know what? The best way to go back is usually to...
Hooray!
The guy's like... Oh, that's so funny. What if I'm... not a tanker this time, but... beautiful.
Grosh Snack is also asking, when is the wire build slated for release? In October or later? Yeah, we can say the build has just entered what do we call test. We call it feature log in here. That's when.
Yeah, I guess we could explain what feature log is.
The feature log is when everything that's supposed to get into the build has to be finished, and so we could send the build, move the build from our development servers to the test servers, and start having the testers test it. And testing usually takes weeks. 3-4 weeks maybe. It depends on how many features there are in there and if they find crucial bugs and stuff.
So I'm gonna put on my... Oh, wait a minute. If I do that... Oh yeah, I can still... Yeah, that's true. No, I just needed to verify that I can still walk on them. So...
There's also Burnout DV is asking, are there any plans to make the game easier in the beginning? I cannot make videos for everything. The short answer for that question is yes.
I think it's something we might talk about next week.
Yeah.
Lucky if we're lucky, we can talk about some of that next week. So see, I'm walking on mines, and that nothing's happening to me. Again, now in third person. And 1, 2, cha cha cha. Yeah, so that's and also you can't blow them. Actually, yeah, I can probably blow it up.
Karate Chow is asking, will the backpacks for the faction infantrymen be changed so they are balanced?
Hey?
I have no idea what balanced backpacks mean.
It means that your backpack is not, leaning to one side. No, I have no idea. I'm just making shit up. The backpacks are balanced. No, I don't get that. I guess the word balance means different things to different people.
Maybe.
It's really not clear what people mean sometimes when they say this is not balanced.
Will there be an option for the Germans to have only a motorbike without the basket? Now this is also hypothetical because will could be in almost infinite time, so we will probably add another motorcycle at some point, but I think we'll rather get to the bottom of why it handles
flips.
Why it flips and stuff to get that physics part fixed. Apparently it's not as easy to do as it might sound.
So here's my... You can run over them and trigger them, but you don't die.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's always a good thing to...
It might just give away your position, though.
So yeah, but then...
A clever spawn camper might try and... Oh, that'd be complicated. He should be able to do that.
That would be expensive. I'm going to risk my life to put down mines that are not going to kill people, but they will hopefully reveal where they're stepping. It's a diabolical plan.
Go ahead.
Yeah, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
So, Do we have any?
There is one thing about they're asking. The same thing goes for anti-tank mines, right?
That's what I just did. I just
wasn't that personal mines?
I know I ran over some anti-tank mines.
Okay.
So that's right. And actually no, what we just said makes no sense, because if I go and actually I'm not really close to it. I'm gonna go and get my vehicle back. If I go and decide to troll the enemy access point, I'm going to keep it a suspense there. You remember what's supposed to happen if I try to come and put some mines down here? Well, my hands are empty, so you can't. So that's
wow, we just spoiled his plan there.
Yeah. So you can't. I mean, you could put mines right outside their protected area, but then again, I mean, that means here everybody's gonna see you do it, unless they're really not paying attention. Which I mean, at some point, it's like you can kind of help people survive, but they need to fly with their own wings and kind of stay alive using their own skills. So, any more burning questions?
I'm just gonna
the future, the secrets of the multiverse.
When will you show some love for the pilots? We need new planes and some stuff. Jacob is asking that. Yeah. Someday we will show our true passion for the pilots.
If you max out the pilot ribbon, you unlock the sexy girlfriend. Because the pilots got all the girls, really, didn't they? Back in World War II.
Can you fire your tank gun in enemy spawn? That was another question. Can you drive?
Can you fire your tank in the enemy spawn?
Yeah.
No, it's the same. Actually, didn't I try that before?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna go back and do it. Yeah. But no, you can't. I'm gonna spoil it right now. But what you can do is you can shell from far away, and the shells will land in the protected area, but they're not gonna hurt anybody.
Yeah.
So that you can also do. So if you
you might actually be able to make a few lucky shots if you.
But I mean, okay, if you fire into the enemy spawn and the enemy is like silly enough to fire back at you and become visible, then they can get shot. Yeah. But that's the thing, is a clever thing to do in that case if somebody's.
I think it's probably not, as I said before, a solution that is 100% tight, but at least it's a lot better than the one we have now, which is the main thing, that it should reduce the spawn killing a lot.
So
you cannot. It's like as soon as you have a game with other people in it, people will try to annoy. Some people will try to annoy the other players just because they can.
I don't even know what I do. What am I driving? I'm driving whoops, wrong country. I'm driving a T-34. But then again, so
I think the Tarasian 01 is asking, will you allow changed flight controls like in War Thunder? I think we did talk about that. Obviously, when we get to the point where we are going to add some stuff to the pilots, we will definitely take a look at how War Thunder uses their controls, because it's my impression that it's pretty good, the stuff they have.
So again, if I try to fire anything here, I got nothing. Completely nothing. And I think if the enemy leaves their vehicle here, you can
steal it.
You can steal it. So no, but I mean actually, why not?
Yeah.
That makes. That's not like a different rule than it is now. But yeah, so.
Oh, there's one here. Alexei134 is asking one of the ancient questions: will the M1919 rangefinder be removed?
From which one? Because
the American light machine gun.
Yeah, but the M1919 rangefinder is deployed when you're in the Jeep, but not when it's.
It isn't when you're using it, and people are just annoyed that they think it takes up too much screen space.
Right, but if you if I give it to myself, Weapon 62, we said. If you're looking through it... Oh wait, you put it back?
It's always been like this.
It's always been like this?
Yeah.
I'm sure there was a time when it was...
That's actually one of the things that people find OP by the Germans is that their sights are actually, the iron sights are just better designed apparently.
Right. I was certain that there was a time when it wasn't up like that when you were using the M1919.
I don't know.
Okay, it's just my,
I know
memory that's going.
I know that the latest weapons that has been produced have different iron sights that can be changed. So some of the M1 have different iron sights. So we are going to at some point introduce the possibility to actually swap out the sight, how it looks.
So you can use the one that
that
fits your
point
style better.
I guess that this baby will get an update too.
It's really.
I don't know. It doesn't bother me when I play with this gun. So it's. But it does bother some people. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't know really. It's kind of nice to have the. But I mean, I don't even know how to use the.
You don't.
The distance because I mean.
I just think it's a big block of graphics that is in the way.
Right. But right, otherwise it is the same when you're in the Jeep, right? If you're, which is number 1. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Okay, I don't know why I thought it was different.
So also one M0S1NSS is asking, when will the PPS 33 be coming? I can say we actually we have had a look at that, and we've just found it to be not suitable for this game.
Sorry.
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 No, sorry. We've been looking into it, and
yeah.
it probably will get into the game at some point.
Probably.
Yeah. I've been told that I should stop being so sarcastic because not everybody gets the sarcasm.
Sarcasm is
sorry.
Yep.
Will Groznak? Oh, Mr. This Groznak is really asking a lot of questions today. He's on fire.
Yep.
Will we be able to attach H3 mines to camper helmets? There you go.
That would be sweet.
That would be awesome. Clunk. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, somebody's asking to...
V-Trick is saying, now you solved the spawn camping. Can we have some mortars, please? I knew it. Next, on to the next on the lift. We won. I think we are discussing mortars a lot internally here. And it's something that we would like to include in the game, but also we have some rough edges in the game that still needs to be sort of like addressed before we start adding more complexity, because the mortar will be a new weapon, like it's an indirect fire weapon which poses a completely new type of gameplay problems, whatever. So it is something that needs to be a little bit more thought about.
Let's see if I can...
Reskins for my carbine family. Oh,
I'm trying to take off with a...
I think a few skins are actually coming for the...
That's not
for the carbine.
That's not gonna fly. No. Sorry, just horsing around there. And I think the controls are not the way I like it. Wait, invert mouse.
If you put more and more weapons into the game, you will need let's say aimbot lock shot. If you put more and more weapons into the game, you will need a better system than the ribbons, or add more and more ribbons. I don't really see why we need more ribbons. We'll just put them on the current ribbons there are.
The guy's name is Sir Aimbot Lockshot. It's so funny.
Yeah. Nah, we'll actually one of our long-term goals would be to fill out the ribbons with unlocked stuff. So we will unlock something on each level of the ribbons, and obviously there's plenty of room left on some of the ribbons still. So if we were to add a mortar, it might be on the explosive ribbon, it might be on the infantry assault ribbon. We haven't decided that stuff yet, but I think there's plenty of room to add it to. I'll probably add it on the infantry ribbon though, because it's sort of like a new weapon group that unlocks at some point.
The thing with mortars is like, I think we talked about it a little bit before. Mortars in real life, it takes what, 2 guys to operate?
Actually 3.
3? Why 3?
Depends on the mortar. There's some small ones and bigger ones, and it's a very different. It's the same thing as the bipod, or the tripods. In real life, they take a whole team to carry around because they weigh like a ton. Those things, but we would be very, very reluctant to add stuff to the game that requires 2 players to work together. So it will probably be something that would be deemed unrealistic by some players, that will add it to the game, that one guy can actually handle it alone. We had a lot of trouble in the beginning of the game. People criticizing us because we switched from one. In the beginning of the game's life, you would need 2 players to operate a tank, and we just found it was way too complicated. Like one had to shoot and one had to drive, and so we switched it around so the driver can also be the gunner, and that just works a lot better. It didn't really fly with some of the more simulation oriented players, but I think it's a better solution. We want the game to be easier to play, not harder, and obviously having two players to work together in that's just hard.
I think I guess that demanding that level of seriousness and dedication from everybody is like just being too optimistic. I guess sometimes it's like not everybody wants to be hardcore into the realistic details of everything.
There's one question here from Kisatron is asking, can you mark enemies when you are invisible in the spawn? Can you sort of like say
spot them?
Spot them.
We can't really show that because I'm alone.
What are you doing there with your?
I'm being a jackass. Which is
we can't really show that, and I honestly don't know.
I think honestly,
but I would guess that it works just as well.
When we did a play test last time, I think we could do that. Yeah, oh, yeah. I'm not saying 100% sure, but I think most of the regular stuff applies except the dying part. Yeah. Really, it's like
okay.
It's like otherwise the only thing that really changes is that you can't be killed.
There's one here. Celdronics is asking, will you add trench coat uniforms for the 3 factions?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, actually, right now we started looking into I think I told that last time as well, that we are begun working on the actual replacement of meshes on the soldiers. So it's not only patterns but also uniform changes and stuff like that. It just takes some time to get that system up and running, but that's definitely something we're looking into, changing the coat and helmets and stuff on the soldiers. Are we getting a replay mode or sandbox mode? That's a Burnout DV. It would be very useful for tutorial videos. No, I guess not. We have talked a lot about if we should release the replay tool to the public, because it's really nice. But I think there's something with the amount of data that needs to be stored and stuff like that.
It's crazy huge. When you I guess I can mention that when I grab replays, because sometimes I need to go and check if people have been naughty,
cheating.
And when I grab replays, I mean every day we have to grab data from all the servers, and this is also, I guess, because we don't store it in a separate place. We store it on the game servers. So. Yeah. We try not to do it too often, not to pull the data too often, because it's a huge drain on the game servers, and so.
But it would require some work to actually maybe upload it to a different server and stuff. Yeah. It's something that I know that would be really nice, especially for clients and stuff, to be able to review battles and stuff. It's such a cool tool. So it's definitely not something that we do not want to do. We really want to do it, but it's just it's fairly complicated. I think also the thing is that the format that stores the replay data, it only goes with a specific version of the game. So every time we make updates, the history data is actually not working anymore. So it need to be replayed with the same version of the game, which also complicates stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Also that you.
Like with this client, we couldn't just replay a battle as a 1 year old. We'll have to restore a version of the engine that's 1 year old as well.
Trying to get a nice postcard picture now. There we go.
There's lots of
5 minutes. Good. I'm running out of things to try. But I guess we might start also with the regular announcements soon enough. When will you add Finland?
The Finns are really well. We should, because it would be such an easy.
How do you pronounce his name? He says Simo Heuhe. How do you pronounce it? Is that it?
I have no idea.
Heuhe.
Finnish is very related to Hungarian, right? Something
like that apparently. But how you pronounce I think you pronounce the letters almost the same way as you would in Swedish or something.
Yksi, kaksi, kolme.
Yeah. Wait, no, we can't swear. I just know the swear words. I saw a video of a Finnish guy trying to drive on a highway in Lapland, and there's reindeer migrating through the highway. Yeah. So he has to kind of drive around the reindeer, and he's like cursing all the way. This is just all the Finnish curses are in there. It's very funny.
There's one question for the Finnish players is that if we're going to go through with this, where we add a sub faction that's just tied to one of the main factions until we build them fully, and we add the Finnish faction, who would they be?
Who would they be allied with?
Yeah, would it be Russia or Germany? No. It's kind of like
what's his name? There's a player who's called after this Finnish soldier who's known as the man with 3 uniforms, I think, or something. I forget what he's called. His nickname is something like that. The guy who fought for 3 armies, and his name is Lauri Törni.
Maybe it should be a vote thing for every new war. The Finnish players just get to vote. Which one of those 3 would you like to be allied with in this round?
Yeah, but Lauri Törni is like that. That's a really crazy story. That he started out. He was in the Finnish army, and he joined the German army. Because I think he wanted to continue fighting the communists. Yeah. And then he joined the American army so he could keep on fighting the communists after World War II.
Oh, so I actually thought it
really dedicated.
It would be nice if he actually joined the Soviet army as well at some point. That'd be totally crazy.
Ironically.
I just
for the lols.
I just love to shoot guns.
But Finland, yeah.
It could be, it would be. I don't know if it would be.
Would be OP.
It would be OP.
It has to be OP.
I kind of like the idea of the Finns getting into the game. Obviously, that would require us to get those snow levels running. They say the time is
doing
up?
the international sign for get a watch. No, you're selling stolen watches, is that it? I have Rolex, really good. So I guess we're going to.
Should I take one more question?
One more question, okay, and then we wrap it up. I'm going to try to not forget.
See if I can find a funny one in here. I'm going to obviously not answer any of those questions that I don't want to answer.
Logically.
Let's take this one. Taranis01 is asking, can we please have a detailed cost report after the battles? Yes, you can, but not in the Y build. I'm afraid it is on in the backlog, and it's prioritized pretty high, as I remember actually. So it is coming in, so you'll get a sort of like a receipt of. This is what it ties to all the auto repair stuff that people like to see. What is my
what am I spending?
What is my auto repair being used on? So it's more like a receipt for whenever you make purchases. I guess it would probably be tied to with all other purchases.
The screen's going. You said build again.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
An update.
Yeah. Sorry.
I guess the more we say it, at some point people will kind of know what we mean when we say build. But
Story build update.
so
yeah, cost receipt of what your money is being used on makes perfect sense. Guess the UI guys have had their hands full this time around. You're probably going to see
there's some
UI
nice changes
next week. Next week.
And the bell tells us that it's time to wrap it up. In case you just walked in and missed the part where we were showing all the good stuff, it's going to be uploaded. Sorry, we're going to upload this entire episode on YouTube, and it's also going to be available on our Twitch channel. Remember to like us. I'm going to read from the paper so I don't forget any. Like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter, and follow us on Steam, and follow us on Twitch and on Reddit. And if you have some time left after that, you can read our blog. And we will be seeing you next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing.
See ya.
Have a nice weekend.